I always laugh every time I turn on my channel because I auto-host Bob Ross, and Bob Ross is always on.
That's all.
Okay, what was I doing? What was I doing? Okay, so you guys are flying. Let's see, so Elwin and Harrion, you guys are on Echo. Nate, you're flying in eagle form. It takes from Sinfall all the way to Keres flying probably about 4 hours. So, Nate, give me some fortitude saves for in 30-minute increments for those 4 hours. And for the last two, the wound is progressing. So the last two, the DC will be a little higher, unfortunately.
I got a 35, a 25, a 36,
Okay.
a 25, 25, uh, 33, 40,
Awesome.
33. I don't know how many that is. Just tell
So
me when to
that's, let's
stop.
see, hold on. Let me count it back up. That's 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alright, that's enough. That's enough. Let me figure this all up. Okay, so. Alright, so from the flight there, the 40 saved your butt big time. That was good. From flight there, you take 45 points of damage. And you do notice a significant change in the wound size. You see the black lines that are coming from the cut itself are beginning to spread down into the forearm and go up into your deltoid on your shoulder.
Can I try to cast a heal to try to feel a little better, or is it like permanent hit point loss?
You do a like a knowledge of. I think I'll allow an Arcana check on that. Should be okay.
It's a 12.
Um, Go ahead and try to. Are you talking about just the skill check heal, or are you actually wanting to cast a spell?
No, the actual spell.
Okay. Um, with the 12 before you cast a spell, um, dealing with all of the battles and stuff that you have fought against Dagon and whatnot, you do know of certain things like necrotic damage and all that kind of stuff that necromancers and people that deal in dark magic, what they can do. And you know that spell casting heals will not exactly heal the necrotic damage. It's not a permanent loss, but healing potions will have a much better effect than the healing spells will.
I'm all currently out of all my healing potions.
I might have one.
And at this point, I would say that you guys have made it and landed. Um, you guys, it's very, very cold in Keres, being on like a northern continent. No snowfall, but it's very, very thick snow, so it will kind of deter a little bit of movement and whatnot. And like I said, it's very cold.
I'm gonna cast Endure Elements.
Okay.
Same.
All right.
Somebody, can somebody cast that on me?
And then, yeah, I'll cast it on Harry as well.
Okay.
I have a cure serious poisons potion. Um, 3d8 plus caster level is the potion strength.
That'll help out.
So here you go.
That's a cure.
3d8.
Yep.
Alright.
I don't know how to make any more of these. I found these somewhere, so I don't know what they're made out of. And I have 2 of them. So if you need the second one, I'll go ahead and give it to you, so you'll have it. If you don't use it, you can give it back to me later.
Oh, yeah, I'm probably going to need that one too.
All right, cool. Did I have a chance to rest and heal on this trip, or am I still sitting at 25 HP?
No, y'all went straight there. I'll give you, even if you were riding, I'll give you back 10.
Okay.
Well, no, I'll give you a little bit more than that. I'll give you back about 20, because I mean, it was 4 hours.
Okay, so I'm back up to 45.
Alright, and I'm feeling a lot better.
Alright.
I imagine like Hack's pain, like popping the pain.
Oh, man,
pills.
yeah. I don't know how that guy didn't OD by the end of his adventure. Alright, so like I said, you guys have landed. What do you want to do with Echo, Jess?
Okay, so I know we're in a cold environment. What is it like?
There are many, many dead trees around. It looks just flat land because you guys are in this area right here. There's mountains off to the north, but from where you are, you don't see a thing in sight because it's pretty open. Just very,
For
very
now,
cold.
I'm gonna have him walk with us for now as far as he can, and then just let me know where we are when he can't anymore.
You can see that the cold is getting to him, it's because it's just that cold. I mean, you're getting pretty close to the North Pole of the world.
How much does Stallion have?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
What point are we at?
I didn't hear what you said. It was cutting out.
Oh, I was saying, how much longer does Stallion have?
Well, he just healed up quite a bit, and I would say that it is, I don't know, about 2 or 3 in the afternoon at this point.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell Echo to fly back south where he can handle the temperature better,
Okay.
and come back for us in 6 hours. And if we're okay sooner, then we'll send like a bird back for him or something. We'll send a messenger back for him.
Okay. So he says he's going to fly just straight down south. He's going to be around the Micturus region somewhere.
And stay safe.
And he gives you a nod and then flies back off. Okay. Alright, so you guys are not there. Boop. Alright, let me get my little doohickey here. Okay, so you guys are here. Oh, that was something. Alright, so you guys are walking them out. Snow everywhere, dead trees. Very, very cold. The winds are incredibly strong. You guys have been walking in Keres, looking for any type of sign that you possibly could think of that would lead you to Salakel, or the whole reason you came to Keres in the first damn place. After walking for maybe, I'm not going to do that to you again. I was about to say a couple of hours, and I was like, I'm not going to do that to you. After walking for maybe 15-20 minutes, the wind stops, and it's very, very quiet. And there's a slight rumble in the ground, and a hole opens up around this area, and you see a big hand come out from the hole, and out climbs a familiar creature that y'all fought way back when, around the time y'all first met Tiberius, actually. You're staring down a Dimnall, one of the creatures that have been some of Salakel's minions that are said to only be in legend, and roll initiative.
And
Got 8.
11.
Oh boy,
high rollers.
I know. Okay. Alright, looks like he's going first. What was that, Nate? Yeah.
That was nothing.
Okay.
Everybody.
Alright, let me get my calculator out.
I don't like it when you get your calculator out.
Wow. Could be good or
I'm
bad.
gonna, as soon as it's my turn, the first thing I want to do is try to fly, so I won't get hit because I might die.
Alright. So he is going to rush forward. And he's gargantuan in size, and he is going to, unfortunately, attack the lady in the middle with his first attack. Oh my goodness.
Oh God.
You already know what that one means. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that happened. Let's see if I... Give me a second. I gotta do math.
I don't like when you do math.
Neither did my teachers. For 32 points of damage.
Fuck this guy.
Second, he's swiping his big claws. Second attack, he's gonna go after the little guy.
Can I not do like any sort of reflex save or anything? Because I don't think I would have missed it.
Unfortunately not. TJ does a... hold on. Does a 17 hit you? That was a really low roll.
No, it does not.
Okay, so the second one missed, and the last is... Actually, no, it's not the last. But he's going to go after Thalion with his third. With a... That was another really low roll. 15, and then last roll was a nat 1, so he just swung and came around and hit himself back in the face, and that's awesome. Because they're not that bright. And now it is... Nate, it's your turn.
I'm gonna cast Harm.
Ooh. Okay. Give me 1 second. Ah! What the hell happened? What did I do? What the hell? Hold on 1 second, my computer's acting weird. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Whew! Thought my computer was about to go all crazy on me. Alright, so let me look up the spell real quick. Alright, 100. Okay, increase harm chance per cast level to a maximum 150. Ooh. Harm to us. I remember yeah, reading up about this because Void used it once, but I had to be sure. Okay. If you use on that deck, max heal. Okay. Alright. Doing damage?
It's up to 150.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be 150.
Alright. So the saving throw is a will for half. Alright.
And my DC is 22.
I was going to ask, because I got a 22, but I'm going to do a little bit more. Okay, so 150, so I'm going to do 80 off. Okay. DC 22 minus 80. Okay, so with that, yeah, he, you see him kind of getting, not knocked back, but he gets stunned by it. You see his eyes light up red a little bit. That's your move, yes?
Yep.
And Jess?
I am going to use my bow on him
Okay.
for a 25 to hit
Yes. Good job.
and 6 damage.
Very nice.
And then I still have. Oh,
Do you
I keep
have-
forgetting I've leveled up to where I have 3 moves now.
Yeah. Do you have point blank?
I don't know what that means.
The feat point blank?
I don't think so. I haven't read about it now.
Okay. Alright, so okay, so you took 6 points of damage. Okay, good. Roll your other ones.
9 for the second one.
No, unfortunately not. The
Standing
other
right
arrow.
there.
I know. The other one goes right past him, and
Nat 20 on the third.
good deal. Roll again.
Nice.
A 3. So.
Oh. All right. Well, you still get to roll your damage though.
Yeah, 2 for damage.
2 points. Another arrow gets stuck in him. He lets out a loud roar. Eyes shine red a little bit more. And TJ.
First thing I'm gonna do is fly up in the air.
Okay. Do that concentrate,
and
man.
then I'm
Do that concentrate, man.
all right. We big money. A nat 20.
Okay, you swoop on up there. You're like, deuces.
And then I'm gonna use my fire breath. So let me roll for that. Oh no. Okay, there we go. 4d10. There's my d10s. I thought I had put 4 of them in here, but I guess not. No, there's another one. 5, 18, 19, 23.
23 points. Okay. All right. So you rain down fire on him. You see him try to block it with his left hand and just look up at you and just let out a really bad roar.
I'm gonna give him the finger.
All right. And okay, that's you only got the one move.
Oh, I thought I could only do the fire breath, or can I do that and shoot my bow?
I mean, yeah. If you get 2 moves, I'll go ahead and allow it. It's fine.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna go shoot my longbow. Let me roll for that. Man, let me get another nat 20. Great.
Net 1. Oh.
Bitch. Okay, give me a second here. I'm trying to remember how to add this up. All right, bows. When you roll, that's your
Dexterity.
all right, dexterity. Okay. So that will be 18. So does that hit?
That does hit. Yes.
All right. All right, I rolled 8, 12, 13, 15. Yeah, 15 is my hit on that one.
15 is your hit, or 15 is the damage?
15 is the damage. That's what
Okay.
I meant to say.
All right. Good deal. Okay. Yeah, you pissed him off. So he is eyes shine a little bit brighter. You can see that he is going beast rage mode. First attack, he's gonna try to. He didn't really clarify about how high you went up, but I'm going to assume you probably wanted to get out of range of the guy.
Yeah, I wanted to fly at his range, definitely.
Okay.
I wanted to be far enough away that unless he actually shot something at me, he couldn't reach me. That's
Gotcha.
my intent.
Okay, so first attack is he's going to look up at you and then swipe back down at Thalion, going full range. Hold on, 20, for a 46.
It's a hit.
Alright, and so do damage on that crap. Second. For 23 points, and then second attack, he's going to try to swipe at Elwyn. Second attack, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that's a hit, unfortunately. And that is for 10, for 17 points. Third attack, he's just going left, right, left, right. He's going to go back at Thalion again. Hold on. 20, I don't know if a 36 hits you or not, Nate.
Yep.
Okay. For 17 points, and last one, Elwyn. This guy keeps hitting himself. Another nat 1. Alright, so he takes some damage.
Fall in the arrow I stuck in him.
I'll take a whopping 5 points on that one. And Nate Dog, your turn.
I'm going to full out attack with Dragon Slayer.
Okay.
Let's see. With a 33 to hit with the first.
Oh, yeah.
$43 points of damage.
Okay. Alright, yeah,
Okay.
you sliced him pretty good. You say 43?
Yeah.
43, yeah, you see blood just splatter everywhere. He looks very, very wounded. He lets out a really bad howl. Go ahead, next one.
The next one is a crit fail. Come on, guys. And the last one,
I'm dying. Come on.
the last one is a 26.
Mm-hmm.
For 37 points of damage.
How you want to do it?
I want to like impale him like on the sword, like stab like upwards, and like impale him like on Dragon Slayer.
Alright, so the big Dimnall falls down on your blade as the whole blade goes through him, and his weight just falls down on it, and now you have a very, very big Dimnall falling down on you. So do a strength check to, like a boss, push him off of you.
Oh yeah. It is a 27.
Okay.
Nice.
So with that, after him falling down, you use that to push him off and step to the side to let the thing just fall down out of initiative. But along with that, you guys notice that, let's see, where is it? The hole that he crawled from is now opened.
Can I search that body?
Can I get my arrow back?
Yes, you can.
Can you get what back?
All right.
I'm gonna walk over to the hole.
Okay. TJ, you can get the eyes from the creature. You have empty vial that you just got back from the old man that you probably poisoned, and you can scoop
We'll
up
check on him when we get back.
You can scoop up a little blood from that, and you can also get some of the Dimnall hairs off this thing. Jess, you recovered your arrows that you shot into him. I think it was 2 that hit him, right?
Yeah.
2. Okay, so you got both those back. Nate, when you walk over to the hole, you can see the closer you get to it, the more it looks like the darkness is coming up from the ground. You do see an abyss. There is a ladder that is going down into the hole. It seems to be made out of pure gold. The void or the darkness that is coming up from the ground has almost a flame-like effect, the way it's kind of spiraling in the air and coming from the ground. And do a listen check.
35.
You can hear voices in the hole, and as you kind of lean down and listen a little closer, you can hear at some points distinct voices of people that you knew from the past. You can hear, as you get a little closer, you can hear them calling your name and saying, Dalian, and it sounds very much like Faldir for just a minute, and then you hear another voice. This sounds like Aldar before, he's now Aldas, but it sounds like Aldar, and then you hear Score, and then you hear all these different voices from your past coming from this hole.
I want to climb down in the hole.
As you try to climb down in the hole, you can feel the wound on your arm get way, 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 way worse. Terrible, terrible gut feeling. Do a fortitude save. It's got to be very high.
Say 33.
Okay, from just taking a step down in the ladder, taking one step to turn around to try to go down in the hole, you take 10 points of more damage that seems to be coming from not the wound, but from the hole itself.
I want to jump.
Out of the hole, I hope.
You're gonna cannonball all the way down there.
Yep.
All right, so
Oh my God.
Thalian cannonballs down in the hole. You guys see this? You see him kind of get like swallowed up by the hole, and you hear him. Ah! Okay. All right. What do you guys want to do?
That idiot.
Let's go over to the hole and see if we can see.
All right.
And I'm gonna pick up a stone to throw in it. See if I can hear it hit the bottom.
TJ, you walk over and throw a stone in the hole. TJ, you get to about pretty close to the hole. You're already starting to feel nauseous and sick, and you feel like you're about to throw up. Do a fortitude save.
Nat 20.
Okay, so you hold it in. You swallow it back very grossly, but you still get that feeling that this is some bad juju. Like, not good vibes coming from this hole.
I'm gonna turn to Elwyn and say, "This is some bad juju."
Elwyn?
No shit.
Elwyn? You're fine. You're fine.
But I'm assuming I noticed both of them reacting, and I know that they're both injured.
Yeah, but you're nothing.
What's the deal here? Is it because you're a female or what?
Nate,
Because
It's
Nate, do a
not
fortitude
that-
save.
it's weird.
Say 35.
Okay. All right. You don't hear anything from Thalian right now.
Yeah, it's more than likely that you both have these like necromancer cut things on you that are like injuring you, and yeah, this does not seem like a good place for that. This might be the underworld. Just saying.
Well, so
Yeah.
what do we do? If I go in here, I might die.
Well, clearly Thalian thought that, or didn't think that.
I guess we'll find out.
Find
I'm
out
gonna
what you-
spread my wings and try to fly over the hole. And instead of jumping down, I'm going to try to lower myself down with my mighty wings.
Okay.
That-
By the time
yeah.
you dip your toe into the hole, do another fortitude save.
Oh man. Oh boy, that's not good. That's a 4.
Okay, so you take about 25 points of damage. I'm not sure where you're at, but it's not good.
I'm at 45, and I don't think I'm going in this hole any further.
Alright, so you see TJ kind of dip his toe in there, or Harrion dip his toe, and he's like, ah! Kind of like when you're trying to get into the bathtub. You're like, too hot!
And I'm just gonna start climbing down the stairs, down the ladder.
I'm gonna sit on. I'm just gonna sit outside the hole, and I'm gonna say, I think I need to stay here because I'm going to die if I go in there.
I'll keep watch.
Be on the
Yeah,
lookout.
I'll keep watching.
Alright, so Elowen, you turn and start going down the ladder. Everything's fine. You get all the way down.
It's either their injuries or it's because this is the guy that I've made a baby with.
Stop opening your legs, Elowen.
It happened once!
As far as you know.
Yeah,
All right.
that's true.
So you go
Come
down. You go down into the hole. Complete darkness. You get down to the bottom of the ladder, which takes about, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. And you can't see anything, even with your low light vision that you have. But you do bump into something on the floor.
That better be you, Thalian. Are you dead?
No response. Alrighty then.
Body tickles.
After kind of doing a quick checkup, unmistakably touching in the wrong places at and you're like, yep, that's the alien. Who is currently unconscious.
Can I, like, check his pulse?
He is still kicking, but he's in bad shape. Bad shape. The worst that you've ever seen him since y'all been traveling.
Can I yell down in the hole? What's going on down there?
He's mostly dead, but still here.
Alright, so TJ, do a listen check.
One. I'm not-
You rolled a nat 1?
I rolled a nat 1. I mean, it wouldn't be anything else because I mean,
Alright,
it's not like I can
so-
roll a 0.
She said, he's mostly red, bring me a beer.
Beer? I don't have any beer out here. Why the hell would I bring beer?
So, Elowen, you hear this, holding an almost dead Thalian in your arms, in complete darkness.
Can you make him roll again if I just yell rope at him?
Okay, yeah. TJ?
All right, let me try it. Nat 20.
Alright.
Oh,
So-
thank God.
You hear her just very angrily, like you're trying to say something to your girlfriend or wife, and they're trying to get you to from the other room. Rope! And you're like, okay, all right, okay, fine. And you have to do a search check.
Don't make him roll again.
All right, I rolled a 16, so let me see what that comes up to. Oh, yeah, that comes up to 32.
Okay, so you see on these dead trees there's a lot of vines that seem to be, interlooping into some of the trees, and you think that would be strong enough to use to get Thalion out of there.
All right, so I'm gonna get that, toss it down the cave, and I'm gonna tie the rope off to a dead tree, but I'm also gonna hold on to it because I don't want the dead tree to,
All right.
uproot.
Okay, and do a strength check. That should be
Oh,
fun.
jeez.
And Elwin, you can assist on that if you'd like.
Okay, I got a 19 on the strength check.
I don't want to assist on that.
Okay.
That'll be a 20 overall.
So you tie off Thalion, and you're about to help pick up, but amazingly, this dragon used some of his some of the testosterone comes out of him, and Thalion goes right on up the hole. Harian, you bring Thalion out to find that the wound has spread up into his shoulder, and it's going up to his left trap, and it's starting to get into his neck. And you kind of open up his chest, and it's starting to expand there. His eyes are complete white, and there's a little bit of that blackness around his mouth. He is breathing, but it's very, very faint.
So can he keep his nat 20 on listen?
And no. You can shout and try. He can try to listen again.
Okay, I was gonna shout at him. Try to find help up there. I'm gonna see what I can find here.
Okay. DJ?
I got a... Hang on. I'm trying to do math. 24.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you heard it word for word.
Okay.
All right. TJ's such a dude.
My text with K.
Okay. Yeah, those one-letter answers. All right. So, Harian, you are on guard duty of a fading Thalion.
I'm going to try to do a little alchemy while I'm up here, so whenever you're explaining, I'm going to try to... Whenever it comes back around to my chance to do something, I'll try to have something figured up.
Okay. Elwin, you find yourself... you can see only the light that's coming from above you, and even that's not as strong anymore.
Can I see it enough to find my way back to the ladder?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, good. That's all I need to know.
Do listen check.
21.
Okay, so you are starting to hear voices very similar to what Thalion heard before. I mean, he didn't tell you that, but you're starting to hear different people from your past. You can hear just faint voices all around you, it seems. It's like they're talking all at the same time, like you're in a big, like crowded mall. You can pinpoint Vanathan's voice, Thalion's voice, and Harian. And you can even hear Tiberius shouting from a distance. All of them are shouting your name.
If I roll a concentrate, can I try and block that out?
Sure, that's a good idea.
See, I don't think of that kind of stuff.
Low intel.
That's also a 21.
Okay, alright, so you go from hearing all these voices like, and then you just concentrate for a minute and it just goes silent. And as you kind of regain your composure, and you kind of move your foot, you hear something go ding 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 ding, like a steel.
Like a rock?
No, no, it's something a little nicer.
Do I need to roll a search, or can I just like feel the ground around me?
You can feel the ground, and as you kind of feel around, you feel a sharp blade, and you can feel a hilt. And as
Does it
you,
feel familiar?
not exactly, but it is
Okay.
a rather short blade. It is another dagger. Oh, not dagger. Sorry, short sword. It's a little weird, but this is the first thing that you're able to actually see. If you look down, you can't even see your hands in front of you, but you could see the sword. It's very odd.
Is it like a proto sword? Are
Hmm?
there orcs?
You just got sting. Oh,
So
no.
I'm gonna dual wield my short swords. Just
Okay. Now, so are you going to venture forth?
I'm gonna keep my hand on the right wall and
There's no
and
wall.
shit.
It's just emptiness.
Just ladder. Okay. Would a knowledge of dungeoneering, geography, or nature help me at all in this?
Religion would.
I I'm a ranger.
I know. No, none of that would. Religion would, but none of that would. This is otherworldly. Well, not other. Yeah, I guess you could say religion would be otherworldly, right?
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna go forward.
Alrighty. So,
But I'm gonna hold the glowing sword like in front of me, kind of like when you're like trying to knock away spider webs in the woods.
yeah, that's smart. Okay, so as you venture through the dark, you as you turn around and look every now and then, you can see the ladder. You can see the light coming down from it. You're not hearing any voices anymore. You can, let me make sure, let me zoom in here. Hold on a second.
Nice. Oh shit. Sorry, I just saw the title of your.
Boop. Let's go to this so that big square is not in the way. And, okay, so you're walking along. And you're not hearing any other voices. You're not doing anything. You can't even, there's no footsteps. There's no echo. There's no nothing that. You begin to search around on yourself. Do a quick search check real quick because you're starting to feel a little something a little different.
26.
Okay, so 26, and you hear one faint voice speak to you, and it's that of Delphi's voice from before, the old lady, and you hear her say kindling. And as you kind of look down on the sword, there is a what looks to be like a little match that she gave Thalion. There's an exact replica on this blade, and that's what shines up to make it this bright light that's coming from the sword. It doesn't really affect too much in front of you, but it just shines really bright.
Do I have anything that I could use it with to roll a survival and light an actual fire around me?
No, this is more like some kind of arcane light. It's not anything
Oh,
that's
okay.
going to, like, if you put it up against your clothes, it's not going to catch you on fire.
Okay.
So as you're walking through the dark, roll another listen check.
Okay. Sorry, my cat just started chasing her tail. So. Oh, nat 20.
Ooh. Okay. So you're starting to hear the voices completely stop. You don't hear Delphi anymore, but you're starting to hear low rumblings of growls and different demonic-like voices, even more sinister than from earlier with the Demnol. Like, keep going. What are we doing, Elowen?
I'm trying to decide if there's anything I could roll that's similar to sense motive for like an environment. Wait, I'm out of spells. I can't roll like a check for traps. Let's keep going.
All right. So you're still going.
Question: since I rolled a nat 20, can I tell where those are coming from?
There's one coming directly in front of you, like a little bit to you. So let's say straight in front of you is north, for instance. So one's coming from your northeast, another one's coming from the west.
But directly behind me towards the ladder is still clear from what I can hear.
Yes.
Great. Cool. We can keep going forward.
All right. And as you walk forward, you get the feeling that something goes past you, and it's enough to where you can't see what it was, but it was big enough to cause a force. It makes your hair kind of flop to the other side for a second, like a big strong gust of wind just went past you, and it goes back down, and you hear like. That's the first time you hear footsteps since being in the dark.
How many feet?
It was pretty darn close, maybe 10, 15 feet away.
No, I mean literally how many feet on the creature? Was it 2 or 4?
It sounds like a 4-foot creature.
Well, you know I'm here, and I know you're here. Come into the light.
You just hear like a very, very distinct growl.
Would wild empathy work in this situation?
You can try.
Okay. That's a charisma or diplomacy?
Let me get my sheet here. Let's see. What's on the thing here?
I was having to do it for Celsi, and if I remember right, it's diplomacy.
Probably is, yeah. So charisma.
It's a 15. So.
You still hear a very vicious growl, and it looks like it's getting a little closer.
Come into the light and tell me what you want.
Do a reflex.
12.
Okay, 1 second. If I were wrote that out. 12. Okay. So, Elwyn, going through the dark, you see the creature's eyes light up real bright, and you see it come closer at you, and you get the feeling that it's about to snap. It has hostile intentions. You quickly take your new sword and dagger. You slice away. You hear a loud wolf-like creature howl, and then it goes away. Let me keep walking forward.
Yes, and since I know that there are wolf-like creatures here, I'm gonna shout out, the red wolf is dying and he needs help.
You hear the wolf howl, and it slowly turns into just almost like dragon-like noises, and then it slowly goes from the dragon-like noises down into what sounds like a griffin.
What?
Do you have a knowledge of Arcana?
No, only Dungeoneering, Geography, and Nature.
Okay. What are we doing?
Continuing forward. Because there's religion stuff here and we're trying to find a god.
Alright. So you continue
Elwyn
walking.
better get hella XP for this.
So you continue walking forward. You're starting to feel like a strong gust of wind to your northeast. That's not northeast.
If directly in front of me is north.
Yep, so go do a reflex save.
Not 20.
At 20, so you get another lunge at you, and you dodge it real quick, and you hear a screech that sounds like a human. Reflex save.
Again? Okay.
Yep, they're coming.
15.
Alright, so you get another one, you do a double slice, and this whole time Elwyn's just running, slicing. You starting to feel the increase of size of this creature. You don't know if it's one, you don't know if it's many, because they're making a different noise every single time you hit them. Continuing through the dark, until eventually you don't hear anything. You don't hear footsteps anymore. You do hear a bit of panting, almost like something is wounded or scared. Do a listen check.
What would I listen to? 22.
Okay. You can hear someone crying, and it's coming from this direction here. I don't,
Swear to God, if this is like a
I don't know why.
left
I don't know why she did it. Why did they kill my brother? Why?
I only defend myself. I'm not here to hurt anyone. We're trying to find Salakel.
And reflex.
Oh.
14.
Okay. So with that, you lunge your dagger up, swiping it on the nose, and then stick your other sword directly up the top portion of the snout, and whatever this creature was diminishes and kind of disperses into the darkness. And you're starting to see a vague something in the distance.
I'm gonna go towards the vague something something.
Alright. As you continue to walk closer, you're seeing another light shine. As you turn back around to your, what you think is south, you no longer see the ladder, but you do see something ahead, and it looks like a pedestal. It's closer and closer as you get, and there's a light shining down on it.
What is it with you gods and your pedestals? Because last time you stole my best weapon.
We all like Indiana Jones, alright?
I knew you were here.
No, you don't hear anything.
Yeah, I know.
What terrible gods, they just get that worked up about that kind of comment.
Okay, have you met the gods in this universe then?
Yeah. I have, they're in my head.
Yeah.
Alright. So
Let's
as you walk closer to this light, you can see that on top of it is a lantern.
Do I have like a sense trap or anything, or is that a spell?
I think rogues have something similar to that, but
If it's a spell, I'm out of spells for today. So
you take a quick look around, and it looks like just a gold pedestal sitting there with a torch on top. You don't see any trigger mechanisms or anything like that.
well, the gold ladder didn't hurt me. So I'm gonna sheath my normal short sword and keep the lit sword out, and I'm gonna grab the lantern.
Okay, so you pick it up, and it's a really nice, finely crafted lantern. It's made of silver. You do see a candle in the middle, and it does have a wick on there. It's got a nice, strong handle that you're holding it from. And as you pick it up, you hear this very deep, dark voice begin talking to you from the darkness. And, it's been a long time.
How did I know I'd find you here?
And you hear footsteps again, and once the person enters the light, you do see a change in them go from this big, tall, gargantuan being down to a little elf, like about the normal size, like probably about Thalian size. And you see him change, and then you hear his voice. Hello, Elwyn. And
Long time no see.
yes, it has. And
Our
he's,
son's doing well.
so
If this is who I'm thinking of.
it is. So I've heard.
Okay.
How much do you know?
I'm keeping pace with him with remembering.
You doing what now?
I'm keeping pace with Dagon with remembering.
Ah, I see. Well,
It's something we're seeing through together. No thanks to you.
then you don't know everything then.
Clearly.
Well, it's time you do know. You, I'm assuming that obviously you know about Dagon, so you could remember possibly giving him up some time ago.
I remember him being taken.
Yes, you gave him to me. But you see, you have way more significance in this world than you know.
Considering
Void,
I keep being attacked by gods, I'd kind of guessed that by now.
right. Void took you into his possession very early on, hiding you away from Vesha and the rest, trying to manipulate you. That's why most of the gods refer to you as the daughter from the dark. That's why you're not affected here, like your friends,
Convenient.
like your red wolf. I've been keeping tabs on you. And he kind of chuckles.
Talk about stalking your exes.
Wow. You did have a special place. We had a child together. We were happy once.
I won't deny that.
But I'm afraid that your red wolf has since died.
He's died before.
I know. But he was proclaimed a champion of Hodel and brought back. Only a god can bring him back now.
Isn't that what you...
I am bound to this place because of what we did way back when.
Seriously? These gods are so archaic that they punish us for making a child out of wedlock?
Void wanted our son because of his necromantic powers. You gave me our son to try to get him to safety, but I failed. And when he was taken from me, we traveled here to get Lightbringer, and he looks at the torch so that we can defeat Void together. But he found us. He bound me here. Doing so, I allowed you time to escape. Once you escaped, I had made a deal with Mithra to watch over you and wipe your mind. It would help hide you from the gods and allow you time to recover and regroup and save our son.
Well, as of now, he's safe and as protected as any of us are.
I know. But if you've forgotten all this, then you've probably forgotten about Lightbringer. If you use it, it will consume you, Elowen.
Seems like everybody's taking those risks these days.
I do know that Void has managed to, in some ways, enter this world, whether it be from the dead or Drak. His minions will remain if you use it, but he will be banished with turning on Lightbringer, but at a cost of you.
Getting rid of him would certainly help, but if we're still left with all of his followers, that doesn't ease our pain.
Doesn't ease your pain, but it will weaken them.
You know, it's only so good when most of your heroes are gone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, Skype was telling me my mic was really quiet. And my cat is being super loud. Oh my god.
Cat's like, don't take the Lightbringer, Elowen, don't take it.
What are our options then if the red wolf is gone? I'll be consumed if I bring this out of here.
The red wolf is gone because of the curse.
We were seeking Salakel. Is he here?
You're talking to Salakel.
Wait. Oh, I totally forgot his name. I'm so sorry.
It's alright.
When you forget your ex's name. Okay.
You really have moved on, Helen.
Rewind.
Yep, that's alright. Alright.
Alright.
He says, I do know of the curse, but all that I was told is from Sia Thrill, and that dirty bitch likes to speak in rhymes.
Don't they all these days?
She said that the cure for the curse mustn't be late. One must find something stronger than hate. That's all that I know. That is how you save the red wolf.
I'm sorry, did we just do a reverse Sleeping Beauty?
I don't know.
And how do we free you?
I don't know. Possibly after the War of the Gods when it comes. I'll be bound here in the darkness. Just protect our son. This light purifies me. But once I cross out of it, I'll turn back under his control, unfortunately. I'll stay here and allow you time to get back to the ladder.
Okay, so just to clarify, if I take Lightbringer out of the cave, I will die?
You can take it wherever you want. As soon as you light it up, it will start to consume you.
Okay, just clarify. Means
Alright.
that I owe you your freedom when I can get the chance to. And I apologize for any misrepresentation you've suffered.
He walks over and gives you one final hug and a kiss on the forehead. Take care.
We'll be back for you.
And he just points and just to make sure you're not lost in the dark. It's that way.
Were all those creatures you? Or do you have friends here in the dark?
That's void.
No. He can suck a fat one.
And the Dimnall, he now has control of my creations. The thing you fought outside. And they have begun moving on. They're getting closer and closer to Lycorel. If you manage to bring back the wolf, let him know that.
Well, it seems I'm short on time.
That you are.
We'll be back for you.
He just gives you a nod and waves goodbye.
And I'm gonna run back. Just haul ass.
Alright. So you have Lightbringer with you and your newfound sword. It seems that it took you way faster to get to the ladder. It almost seems like just a few seconds went by. Maybe because you're...
I'm not being attacked by creatures in the dark.
Yeah, maybe because you're running, maybe because you're scared. You don't know, but you got there really fast. You get back up there to find that Harrion is just mixing up some potions. Thalian is propped up against a tree in what looks to be a very uncomfortable situation, and Arian's just like sees you coming up. Hey, what's going on?
Fuck it. I guess we're going reverse Sleeping Beauty. So I'm just gonna like not say a word to Harry
Okay.
and just like run up and kiss Thalian.
Okay. All right. So.
Whoa! Get a room, you two.
All right. So. Nothing happens.
God damn it, you voyeuristic son of a bitch.
And then the wound disappears, and then Thalian goes.
What I miss?
She's sleeping. She's sleeping beautied you.
Oh, yeah.
Your wound is now gone. The darkness has fled from the wound. You see it disperse down into the hole, and the hole has sealed shut. And Thalian is back to normal. You're at currently 1 HP because you were not dead, but you were there. You were about to cross over, but now you're back.
What happened?
How do I put this in the shortest manner? Malakel isn't evil. He was just in the control of void as per everyone else. This is Lightbringer, and only I can use it because apparently I'm some daughter of darkness. And if I use it, I'm gonna die. Also, you're alive again. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm gonna reach into my pocket and pull out a like a handkerchief or something, hand it to Nathan and be like, "Hey, you got a little lipstick on you there, bro."
Like she has the time or patience to put on lipstick.
Hey, you never know.
Chapstick maybe.
So we have Lightbringer.
Yes. In fact, I'm gonna hand this to you in case some weird magical thing happens where I light it up and just die.
So whoever uses it, they die.
No, I think it's just me. I'm also the only one who can light it up to its full potential. Surprise.
I'm gonna like look up towards Vesha and just say, "You dicks."
What did I say earlier?
And then I'm
I'll
just
get
gonna
blamed
lean my
for
head back, and then I'm just gonna lean my head back up against the tree.
I mean, I don't know if it makes you feel any better, but my ex is the one who told me how to save you all.
So you hear some thunder, Nate. Couldn't find one without the rain sounds. No storm clouds inside. Alright, what we doing?
Well, we need to build a shelter or something and rest up before we keel over.
Yeah, I need some major healing.
Everybody do some listen checks.
16.
27.
That one.
Oh boy. So you're just more concerned about your alchemy. Jess, what'd you get?
16.
So you're starting to hear some shuffling in the snow from where the the opening was. Very reminiscent of a little while before. You're starting to hear like loud noises, the snow shuffling. You see some big claws pop up.
What the fuck?
God damn it.
I'm gonna like grab both of them and activate the teleportation ring.
Nice.
Okay. As you go to grab Harrion, everybody do a listen check, but you're grabbing Harrion.
33.
Okay.
23.
Alright, so as you're grabbing Harrion and you quickly grab over and reach for Elwyn, you hear that thunder roar again and you think it's Vesha, and then you see some lightning shoot down and hit all three of them. And all of them just fall down. All three.
Yeah, God's on our side.
I'm
And
just
then,
gonna hold up like a big thumbs up in this.
okay, as you hold up a big thumbs up and Harrion says, "Yeah, God's on our side," you hear a big shadow goes over you, and you see the broken trees over here start to fall, crack from just the wind, and then
Hey, Italian, you remember that thing that you were doing with the teleportation ring? You should do that now.
and
Yes, teleport, please.
and then it leans down and it's, "Get on."
Oh,
Don't mind if I do, Mr. Blue Guy.
Hey, but where we going?
don't ask questions. He's not eating us.
He might be taking us to his babies to feed us. To the
There
babies.
are no dragon babies. That's part of the problem.
No babies, brother. Get on.
I'm gonna get him.
I'm gonna get
All right, brother.
Harrion, you get on first. He calls you brother. Thalian gives you a nod. Edelwyn, good to see you again.
Thought I remembered you.
Everybody gets on to Sinful.
To the sinful.
So the dragon flies you guys all the way back to Sinfall.
Back for Echo.
Okay. I'm pretty sure Echo sees you along the way. This guy's pretty huge.
Fair point.
So you guys can talk to him while you're flying if you would like, or do we want to have an awkward car ride all the way back?
I'm gonna
Just
ask.
to clarify, you're the one that I tried to wild empathy, right?
Yes.
Also, the scale definitely puts that into perspective for me.
Yes, I was. Very brave of you.
Brave or
Okay.
stupid?
A little of both, brother. And his laugh echoes the water, like it just kind of parts it like a Moses style as he lets out some of his laughter as you guys fly over. What were you gonna ask, Nate?
Nothing. This is Dillium.
I am.
It's nice to finally meet you.
Likewise, Daniel.
And thank you.
And you guys fly very, very quickly. Where Echo took about 4 hours to get there, along with Nathan's flight. Dillium gets you back to Sinfall less than 2. Very, very fast. You guys pass over the North Mountains of Shalvo, seeing Kramilavas posted up on the mountains. He gives you a nod as Dillium flies by. You see some of the Red Dragonborn go crazy as they see y'all flying back in on a blue dragon back to Sinfall. You land outside the city walls to see Theodore running with his big club at the dragon, only to stop in his track and go, "Oh, everyone, hello,
Theo, he's a friend.
okay."
Thank you, though.
And then he just goes and very childlike kicks a boulder that's just there as like he's kicking a rock, and you hear it go knocks down like 5 trees. Oh.
I'm
Remember
gonna
to be
walk
careful
up.
with that.
Sorry.
I'm gonna walk up to Rasputin
Okay.
and be like, "Sorry, I meant to call ahead of time."
So, and he's starting to say something, and he's got his hand up, about to he's gonna start being all Italian and talking with his hands, and he just kind of clenches them, and he goes, "Whatever, just fine, just whatever."
I need to raise.
And he looks at your arm. Are you all right now?
Yes.
Who is this guy? Have I met this whoever that we're talking to again before?
This is kind of like the general of Thalian's army, like the head dragonborn. Yeah, you've met him.
Oh, okay.
He's
The way
the
you
one
were talking, I thought he was like a
I
giant
had-
or something because you said he kicked a boulder.
Oh no, there is a giant that they found now that hangs around Sinfall. That's Theodore.
He
Okay.
proposed to me within 5 minutes.
Don't think you want to marry a giant. That's not gonna work out.
What I said.
There's
To be fair, he
spells
wasn't
for that.
picky.
What was this? I don't. You know what? I'm not gonna ask.
All right, so
Just so many questions.
so Lucian comes up to you, Thalian, and says that they receive word from Raven that Lycarel has been not overrun but invaded by the Dimnall. They're attacking the city. And that Fangdor seems to have been lost. The barbarian town, well, it's not really a town, barbarian settlement is completely gone. Yeah, so Lycarel's in bad shape. No word of Rasa and the current war going on there.
Do we know if the forces that attacked Lycarel are heading north or south?
He says, well, they appear to be heading south. That being the Dimno, they have not been seen for some time. That means that Salikel is behind this.
Salical is not who we need to fear.
Void has taken control of Salakel's army.
So Kremilova says, well, what can we do to stop it? It's only a matter of time before they come here.
We need to kill Void. And I say that making a point not to look at Elwyn.
I need to go find Dagon.
Okay, so you just leave the group, go back into the castle where Dagon is currently in Valak's old study where he's looking through some of the books that he left and whatnot. And, hey, Mom.
So I have good news and not quite bad news, but okay news.
He continues to look at the shelf and he's like, well, that sounds like usual, Mom.
Saw your father today.
He stops and looks at you. You did?
Long story. How much do you remember?
I can remember doing terrible things, being manipulated by voices, some of them being fathers. He was there at some points in my life before you showed up, but he seemed much darker. Not a good guy to be around. I can remember that much.
Would it put your mind at ease to know it wasn't his fault?
Is this more of Void's manipulation?
Glad you know our world so well.
Nothing ever seems to go good for us.
I wouldn't say that.
So I'm assuming that's the bad news? Or is that the good news?
The good news, I would hope. The bad news, which I also consider good news, is that he's trapped in Keres. And by trapped, I mean as safe as any of us are. And out of Void's grip.
Okay. So we can get him back.
Not yet. He has to stay there. Otherwise, he'll be back in Void's grip, and we can't handle Void and Salakel.
So how do
He
we?
has to stay there until after the war.
So I mean, you have. Did you manage to get? Is that Lightbringer? That's gonna turn.
I've definitely handed Lightbringer to Thalion, right?
Thalion. Okay, sorry, I forgot about that. Okay, so he's gonna ask, did
But
you
I
find
am
it?
holding a short sword, so like it's understandable.
Okay,
No,
Yeah.
but I did find it.
so we can turn the tide.
That's where the bad news comes in.
I thought we covered that.
Oh, geez.
All right.
Hopefully can be saved. I cannot be saved as far as we know yet.
And why is that?
As Father told me, I'm the only one who can activate Lightbringer. They call me some Daughter of Darkness, as if that wasn't dramatic enough.
I know the feeling.
But if I activate it, it will consume me.
Lightbringer.
A little ironic, don't you think?
Yeah. Are you gonna do it?
We'll see what our options are. I'd like to not do it. You know how us heroes are.
Yeah. What does
Yeah.
Thalion say?
Save your father, right?
What did you say?
I was saying, you know, if I do it, it's up to you to save your father, correct?
Yes, Mom. What did Thalion say about it?
He died, and then came back. We're not going to talk about that. But, he had the same conclusion that you did of, that's just kind of how things are in this world.
Well,
Of course, he also hasn't made eye contact with me since, so.
how did he get brought back?
I just said we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you can't say that to someone without them questioning why. Okay. All right.
Your father told me how, and that's that.
I
You know
wished
what?
I said that I came with you because I would totally tell him exactly what happened.
Oh, Mom. Okay.
Just know that your father and I are not getting back together, but we are friends.
Okay.
I feel like
Just-
that wasn't a concern of yours, but just to clarify.
It's a lot to process, Mom. Just, let me know what you decide.
I will.
Alright. Meanwhile, Thalion, Arian, still speaking with Kramilovas, Lucian. Along with that, since I still think it's funny that I named him Bob. Bob's gonna show up. How's it going, sir?
Ask me in the morning.
So what happened? Did you find the artifact, the thing?
Yes.
Where is it?
Do I have it?
Yes. I
Yeah.
gave it to you because I don't know how it activates.
Yeah, I mean, it looks just like a torch. I mean, not a torch, but a lantern. So you would think something that's supposed to take down the Dark Lord would be something a little.
Wait, I thought the short sword I found was Lightbringer.
Mm-mm.
Oh shit!
Mm-mm.
Give me my sword back then.
Retcon.
That's what I thought you meant. Yeah, I thought you meant you gave the lantern. Okay.
Okay, in
All
that case, I did. I handed Lightbringer to Thalion. We'll clarify that.
Okay, so the lantern is with Thalia. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, so Bob's looking over it. Yep, this seems about right. Are you gonna use it, sir?
I can't.
Anyone can, sir, according to legend.
What do you mean?
Well, I did a little bit of studying in some ancient and Krylian texts, and Ethadam wrote about Lightbringer long at the beginning of creation. It was hid there in the darkness by Mavrin Kogornak, which I know that you've had some running-ins with him over in Folklore above. That is the,
Yes.
okay, you know what I'm talking about. Said that anyone can actually activate it as long as they have kindling, and I believe the old lady brought that to you, sir.
Yes. And that was that little match thing,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
How does it work once it's lit?
It's supposed to be just a beacon of light. I would suggest putting it up somewhere to be shown to the, I don't know, maybe at a high ground. It's supposed to give off some magical aura of light. I'm not sure if it's going to make the whole world turn day, all rotation round, or what. But it's supposed to keep Void at bay, keeping him out of this realm. And with him bumping around in Sinfall, I would very much like for that thing to be lit as soon as possible.
So I thought this thing will kill Elowin if she lights it, but it's just perfectly safe for everybody else. But she's the only one that can use it correctly. Am I understanding this right, or am I completely off base?
That's what she said that Salical said. That was a very confusing sentence to say. And at this point, Elwin, what would you like to have done after you spoke with Dagon? Go back out to meet them, or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I have walked out right about the point they were talking about the what is it, the Tinder or something?
That's a dating app, but they're talking about kindling.
Kindling.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, the hookup app.
All right. Yeah. Yes, you can. Sure.
So when I was in the caves, you say that
Delphi.
Delphi. I was trying to put an N in there, sorry. You said that Elfin Delphi gave you kindling, and yet when I was walking in the caves and I picked up the short sword, I also heard her voice say kindling, and I realized that there's a carving of it on the sword, and something doesn't seem right here.
Are you saying that to everyone, or?
To you guys.
Can I see the sword?
Yeah, and I'm going to show it to them.
Yeah, you can. As you look at the sword, there is a slot along the hilt that has a replica of kindling in it. Maybe I probably didn't make that clear before. So there's like a whole nother kindling like match inside the hilt of this sword.
Is it a replica or is it an actual match?
It looks just like the one you have. But the match that you had it's also not lit up, so I mean it looks, I mean if you hold two matches up side by side it looks the same.
Would you mind if I took a look at the match and the sword?
Please do.
All right. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna hold the sword in my one hand and the match in the other, and I'm gonna try to strike the match on the sword.
You're gonna strike the match that's not in the sword on the sword.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
like try to
confusing
strike,
sentences. Okay.
and then I'm gonna try to light the torch. If it lights
The torch or the lantern.
the lantern.
All right. So you strike the match along the sword. It lights up with a flame, but it is a complete white flame. And just from the match alone, it's like staring at the sun.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna shield my eyes and say, "Bring me the lantern."
Who's
What do
gonna?
you do? How do you do it? You know
They
what
say
happened
we
here.
gotta. They say we have to light this to keep the dark one out. Elowen can't light it because it will kill her, but it should be safe for us.
How do you know that?
Maybe I just got to take one for the team. Unless you want to do it. Hey, bring us one of those prisoners.
Well, two birds with one stone. Brings one of the kids.
No, seriously. Somebody bring us a prisoner.
I mean, you only got the what? The one that well, you already had them flayed and all kinds of stuff, Nate.
Yeah.
Question: does this burn like a normal match?
When you touch it, it hurts.
Like it's slowly burning
Hey, she
down.
meant like burning out.
Oh no, it's no, it doesn't burn out. No.
Okay, cool. Because he would be really screwed right about now.
Yeah. So.
What are we doing?
I'm gonna go for it. I have dragon powers, and I breathe fire breath, so I should be somewhat protected from anything fire related. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put the match, try to light the lantern.
Okay. So you open up the little door to the lantern, see the wick, light it up. It lights up just like a regular candle.
All right, well that was uneventful.
Like, oh well, everybody's just standing around looking at this. Like, well, okay, all right.
All right, so where's the tallest room and the highest tower or whatever, so we can light this thing and put it up somewhere high to protect us?
And you see it's getting pretty late in the afternoon. The sun's starting to go down on the horizon, and you see it almost glimmer, like when you're in the house and the power kind of flickers for just a minute. That happens, but it's with the whole world. And you see this little torch go from looking like a regular candle to being lit up like a fluorescent light, and it shines so freaking bright that you guys have to turn away from it, and then it dims down, and the world kind of turns dark for a second, and then goes back to the regular sunset, but it's still shining.
Am I the only one freaked out right now?
Been freaked out for a while. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Elowen, your legs are slowly starting to fade.
I was wondering. So wait, does that mean I like collapse too, or
No. You're starting to fade away, almost ghost-like.
Hey guys?
Do we notice this or what?
When she says, "Hey guys," you turn around and you see that Elwyn is slowly starting to fade.
Oh no! Just run away! Get away from the light!
I don't think that's how
I'm
it
gonna
works.
wait. So you die no matter who lights it?
And Bob looks at you. I think that's what happens.
I had a feeling
Wait.
it was gonna go like that.
How do we? I'm gonna like.
Breathe fire on it.
It's not even like how it's not even like flickering.
I'm gonna like start hyperventilating.
I'm
Date.
gonna walk over and I'm gonna try and like do the like lick my fingers and put it out thing.
Your hand starts to fade away. It's slowly going up.
So I'm gonna move away from the light just to try it.
Okay. You're moving
I'm gonna
away.
sprout my wings and try to fly away.
You're gonna fly away.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the light away from Elowen so it doesn't kill her.
Okay. All right. So you are flying away with Lightbringer, and I mean, it's emanating a light that's just very similar to just a regular old torch. Elowen, you're still slowly diminishing. At this point, Dagon has run out to the castle, and Mom, he runs over to you.
I didn't do it. It wasn't my decision.
And he tries to just kind of hold on to you. And as he does that, your torso is slowly starting to fade. Do you want to say anything?
I love you all, and you better come for me.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
You hear, I'm sorry. Dalian?
I'm gonna run up and kiss her,
Okay.
and
Aww.
then like whisper in her ear, "I'm gonna kill them all."
And then as you whisper that, you slowly see her completely fade. As her last words, "Aww."
I'm just gonna fly back over there to the wolf and everybody.
Dalian, like, way to go, dumb shit.
Sorry, guys.
Dagon looks down and just slowly walks back up to castle. Alright, so you guys have Lightbringer. What do you want to do?
Well, follow the instructions. Place it on the high place and let it protect us.
Kermilova says, "Sir, we can construct a tower to go over the castle. We can place it up on top of, for the time being heavily guarded, but maybe a lighthouse of some sort on top of the castle."
Do it.
Yeah. You definitely want a cage around it, though. We don't want someone to be able to send a bird or raven or something to come snatch it from us.
Alright, so he gets together his men and they start gathering up supplies to start up everything. Alright. What do you want to do?
Have them build a hole just big enough for the lantern to fit in. That goes all the way down into a basement. That way, if someone ever does attack us and try to take it from us, we can just drop the lantern down into a sealed bunker, pretty much, so that it's always protected. At the slightest hint of danger, we just drop it down the hole and it's protected.
Camillivas looks at you, Thalion.
Do it.
Oh, contact the artisans of Temple of Skull at once. And he bows and walks away.
Rasfalum.
Yes?
Instruct Bob to take charge of this. We have something else to do.
Very well, sir. What is that?
Ready the army.
And he lets out a big grin. I'll tell him at once. Lucian comes running down the steps. And he comes right up to you and says, Sir, just come up to the Grand Hall. And it's the first time that he's been without words.
I'll follow.
So you go up there to see yet another person sitting with his back turned to you at the table. This time you're not getting a bad vibe from this individual. Slightly hunched over, long bony forearms, kind of like holding up a goblet of wine. And you see them kind of like chug it down and then slams it on the table. Not as good as I remember it.
Grundar.
And he gets startled by that, even being a god. Thalion! He gets up and kind of hobbles over there and stumbles. Hello! He leans in to give you a hug.
I give him a hug.
You're getting fat.
I'm just gonna like do the episode 1 of Game of Thrones thing, just kind of like put him over.
That's what I was thinking of.
That's exactly where
Yeah.
I went with that too.
Yeah.
You got
Just
fat.
laughs. I see you found Delium,
Delium.
the blue dragon.
Boy, it's more like he found us.
Yeah, I heard about that. Good stuff. You almost died again. Good times.
I'm making it a habit.
Yeah, me too. Are you immortal like me?
No.
Oh. Don't do that anymore.
I try not to.
Come on, let's have some tea.
Sounds good.
Where's the little gay fellow?
Which one?
The happy one.
Tiberius.
Yes.
He's with Valak, and I assume let's see, what's the name of that place? Work phone. Kivalum University.
I see. Well, what did I come down here to talk about? What's your plan now that you have lit up Lightbringer?
Lightbringer solves our void problem, but his minion, Drak, is still in this world. His army is growing and moving against Lycarel.
Drak. I think I know that name. Oh, yes, he killed me once.
Yes.
Or maybe that was the last time. I've died a lot of times.
Yeah. My plan is to kill them all.
Ah, I like it. Bombs.
Burn them all.
Burn them all. Yeah.
Well, that should be good. Kill them all. You have the gods on your side now. It should be easy.
Nothing around here is easy.
Never.
Oh, but it is. You have Vesha, you have Channing, you have me, maybe. You have the Paladin God. You have all the gods on your side.
We have a dragon.
Oh yeah, they're okay. And you notice from the list of the names that he started to shout off that something kind of stands out there to you, Nate Dogg.
Yeah, the paladin god. I thought she was dead.
Oh, she was, yes.
Was.
Hey, Red Dragon Boy.
What? How do you
What?
mean was?
Oh no, she's back. Oh well. There is a Paladin God now.
Who is it?
Elowen. And that's what we're in tonight.
And then you hear a
Oh.
voice from the heavens go, "But I didn't want to be God."
They get blamed for everything.
Now we know who to blame for all our troubles.
Yep.
Elowen.
Yeah, to be fair, you were blaming me from the beginning, so.
If I know that if I'm ever like on like life support and they tell TJ that if you unplug this, Nick will die, he's gonna be like, okay, maybe they meant.
Say what now?
If I'm ever on life support and they explain to you that if you unplug this, Nick will die, and you're like, maybe I can take the blame for this, or maybe I could take it for him if I unplug it.
It's like if I'm the one that's on the machine.
That was so funny. Yeah. And Thalion's like, what are you doing? I'm just gonna light it up and see.
Okay, they said if you light this, you will die. Not if this just gets lit in general. If anyone lights it, if
Maybe
the lantern is.
I'd be the hero and would just light it and self-sacrifice. But I mean, hey, I was like, hey, maybe it'll work. And then if it doesn't work, then I'm still self-sacrificing.